Driving. Participants included the Dickinson Teen Action Group and local police and paramedics. Eight o'clock this morning, the lights were flashing and sirens were sounding as paramedics rushed to the scene of a two-car accident near Dickinson High School. 7 teenagers, along with the help of the Dickinson police, were involved in the staged accident.
Basically, we're just looking to create more awareness about the situation and put into their minds the possibility that these things can happen to them, that they're not invincible. As teenagers, they seem to have that idea. And we're just hoping to bring a little bit more awareness, and so they'll stop and think, maybe.
As people drove by, some stopped to see if they could help, while others simply stared at their fellow classmates, not knowing it was a staged accident. Next, the teens were taken to St. Joseph's Hospital, where they were treated just as they would have if it was a real accident.
Really, I just hope that people stop and think about what they're doing when they do go out and drink, and I hope that they realize that this is something very serious.
I really hope it does hit home. It is a serious problem. Happens all the time around America. So,
after receiving treatment, the students went back to school. Some were in crutches and wheelchairs, while others were whited out, symbolizing their death in the accident.
These 2 young people represent 2 people who have died due to traffic fatalities with alcohol-related incidents. So please take it to heart. It's extremely important to us that you make wise and conscious decisions.
As the day progressed, every 21 minutes, a tone was heard through the school to symbolize an alcohol-related death somewhere in the country had just occurred.
And it might make some impression on them, and when actually seeing their friends being hurt in an accident, it might have more of an impact on them than to just have a lecturer come in and talk to them.
We want to do something symbolic, but something that would have the necessary impact on students, that even though this is a one-day program, we hope that the students will carry this kind of a message with them.
While some thought the staging of the accident was a little dramatic, officials hope if it made someone think twice about drinking and driving, it was worth it. Later in the afternoon, a mock memorial service was held in recognition of all the teens who have died.
Earlier this evening, we brought you the story of a mock car crash in Dickinson intended to raise awareness about teenage drinking and driving. Tonight, we'll hear how the day's events affected some high school students. C.B. Schneider has more.
Danya Glantzman was a passenger in the staged accident. The driver in her vehicle was dead at the site. Danya had internal injuries and was pronounced dead at 10:55 a.m.
Now I'm being waited out, and when I go to class, I cannot speak or talk at all. All I do is just act like I'm dead.
The mock accident is proving effective in deterring teens from driving under the influence. Some kids said it was a real wake-up call.
This morning I saw the accident. I thought the guy was dead, and I really didn't expect it.
I seen one of them on a stretcher. It was a girl, I think. I felt bad.
The youth say that peer pressure to be cool is intense. But realizing that 20 kids in the United States die every day in an 8-hour school day in an alcohol-related accident is enough to help them decide to put the pressure on others to not get behind the wheel after drinking.
If I'm at a party and if someone's drinking, I'm not going to let them drive. I'll drive for them. If I was drinking, I wouldn't drive.
They've got a plan.
Not drink and drive.
Yeah. Not get in the car with a drunk person or anybody that has ever drank that even a little bit that night.
Okay. What are you going to do?
Like, if my friend's drunk, I'll drive them all the time. Just make sure everybody's okay.
Studies show that kids whose parents take a no-tolerance stand on any alcohol consumption have far less instances of driving under the influence. In Dickinson, C.B. Schneider, NBC North Dakota News.
Both Dickinson and Trinity High Schools had ceremonies today recognizing the incredible losses caused by mixing driving and alcohol. Youth at both schools say the day's message was heard.